Hi, this is Jan Miller from Newbie System. Today I'm with Bassem Ghali from Green Lotus. He is the founder and head of client strategy for Green Lotus, which is they offer digital marketing services and tools. Hello, Bassem.
Hey there.
So thank you for spending the time with me today. And I know that you are the winner of the Canadian Entrepreneur of the Year for 2015. So as we get into the interview, I'd love to hear a little bit about that.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Great. So since we're going to spend a little time together, would you give us a little bit of information about your background and how you became successful?
Well, I grew up in Egypt in a city called Alexandria by the sea. And I graduated from the University of Fine Arts with a bachelor degree in architect. Moved to Canada about 12 years ago. And do any architect work because I was supposed to go back to school for a very long time and be owed a very large amount of money. So I changed career. I came by an accident. I used to do web design and graphic design, and I was doing like a part-time job, and my boss asked, how can we become the first on Google? That's like maybe 11 years ago. And I was like, I don't know. And that's when it all started. And so I was fortunate enough to get into the digital marketing strategy industry before it actually became an industry.
It's very cool. So what was your first success as an entrepreneur?
I think my first private project would be I opened an architectural office for 3D drawings and consultation 3 months after I graduated from university because I was not happy with the options that are in the market. And I still remember my mom gave me $200 to buy 6 chairs for the office because there was no chairs. And yeah, that's the money I made from that office. It was the money that helped me to move to Canada, and it was successful, thank God.
That's good. So were you ever not successful, and what did you learn from that experience?
Many times. I think you learn more from failing than succeeding. At least you know what doesn't work. And one of the lowest parts of my career was when I moved to Canada, and I couldn't really fit in any category really because I didn't have my bachelor degree and I was not an architect. I was just so I did a lot of jobs. I worked in a chicken factory. I worked in McDonald's. I took Ziller's night shifts, and I thought that I'm very not successful. Why is it taking me so long for someone with a bachelor degree and that knows to do some 3D AutoCAD and Max and bunch of other programs like Photoshop? Why can I find a decent job? Why can I not fit in the Canadian market? And but you know what I found is that it was persistent. Honestly, that got me through it because it was not one of my options is to go back home and not achieve my dream. So it was there was only one goal here, and I worked my way through it, and I learned a lot from the downtime and doubting time and things like that. And I look back at those times, and I my heart is full of joy.
Mm, very good. Very good. So why do you think it's important for entrepreneurs to help each other out?
I think being an entrepreneur is being part of a movement. And it's the way we chose to work differently, the way we said no to the big guys and I'm going to be my own boss and I'm going to do my own thing. So it's not really your own thing. It's a movement. And I think supporting each others will help us achieve that goal faster. So I think just being part of this and the movement that we see here, especially in Canada, is quite amazing. And I think we are very fortunate to be Canadian.
I have, yeah, I actually have spent some time in Toronto, and I know that the networking community in the Greater Toronto area is really pretty amazing. I was very impressed with the people that I met there. Um, why did you decide to become an expert mentor with Newbie Nexus?
That's a good question. Well, when I first heard about the idea, I'm like, this is a cool idea. I like this. I have passion for sharing my knowledge and teaching. In fact, we're opening Green Lotus Academy on March 1st, so it's a big thing for me. I love the idea and I love sharing the knowledge, and I think it will be a good venture. I'm excited.
Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. So, what was a major challenge that you had to overcome as an entrepreneur, and how did you overcome it?
Well, being an entrepreneur, you're always juggling between time and money. That's just the way it is. And I did not have a lot of money because I started on my own, and same as many entrepreneurs. So I worked 16 hours a day for like maybe a year and a half when I started the business. I just had to get stuff done. I went to every networking event that I like put my hand on. And I think in the first year and a half, I printed about 2,000 business cards. So I did a lot of events. I did a lot of speaking. I did a lot of networking. And it was one of the things that kind of helped building that network, because your network always come through for you at one point. If it's not now, then in a later date. And I think that when we started to see the light is when we start to take event marketing very seriously. And I don't know if you know, we host an event called Donate and Learn to support local charities. The idea is very simple. We bring speakers from Google or Microsoft or Canadian Tire, and we even GoDaddy came and speak at one of our events, and 100% of the proceeds go to charity.
Oh, that's very nice.
I'm very proud of it. We raised more than $30,000 to the women's shelter at the YWCA, Big Brother Big Sister. But my point is, it was only then when we were able to position ourselves in the community as a leader, and people saw our commitment to support either local charities or supporting businesses, and that was the part when the brand awareness turned into be a profit, and new customers and new clients came to us.
Nice. That's very, very nice. So, how important was it for you to have access to industry professionals when you were launching your business?
Actually, it's very important, and I still kind of struggle with it because the road is not very clear. As much as I am okay in online marketing and I can attract new clients, I struggled in finance and accounting and bookkeeping and a lot of areas, as in many entrepreneurs do. So some areas I got support, in some areas I still can't figure it out. So I think it's good to build these communities, and it's even good to be part of more and more communities as you see them come along.
Thank you. Thank you. So, what advice would you give to new entrepreneurs who are just starting out?
Okay, well, this is my own advice. Take it or leave it. It's all about the packaging. It's really all about the packaging. If you can put yourself or place yourself as a subject matter of expertise in your industry and not faking it. I'm saying deliver content, deliver products, affordable products, deliver results, and that would be the brand image. It's majority of people don't buy from salespeople. Majority of people buy from people they trust or brand they trust. So I think that's the shortest way to get your name out and get a lot of new customers and grow your business.
Thank you. Okay, so how do you think that the Newbie Nexus will help entrepreneurs?
I think the more you know, the better, and on many levels. So I think I'm very excited because there's a lot of other mentors. There's a lot smarter than me. I'm very excited to be part of this and learn from this. So anytime I get access to someone very successful, someone very knowledgeable in their area of expertise, I'm excited to learn.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, so Newbie Nexus is a next generation tool, and it's connecting members with expert mentors like you and others, as well as connecting to member benefits. So I appreciate that, and I'm excited to see with the launch and how things are going, to see it move forward. So I'm getting ready to wrap up. Do you have any final thoughts, any last words you'd like to say to our entrepreneurs?
Well, being the geek I am and being in the digital marketing that I love, my advice would be it's a numbers game. Everything you do online have to eventually lead to a number, either engagement, conversions, cost to acquire, cost to acquisition. So don't do stuff online without tracking results. It's a lot safer not to spend your money if you're not going to track your results, but it is going to be your Bible. You're going to learn from your own results how to develop your own strategies. So my advice is truly use tools. There's many tools out there. Some of them are free, some of them are premium, but I would definitely recommend that entrepreneurs rely on new technologies that is making our life a lot easier now. And now, like the things that I used to do for like Canadian Tire when I was the head of digital marketing strategy there, I'm like, I can do for like $40 an hour or $40 a month, a tool. So the technology have came a long way. And no matter how small you are, you can look and have a user experience as the big companies and the big brands.
Thank you. Thank you, Bassem, for spending your time with us today. And folks, this is Jan Miller from Newbie Nexus. I want to say thank you for tuning in. Also, if you'd like to have an expert mentor spotlight for yourself, please contact me at info@newbiesystem, that's NEWBI system.com. Thanks again, Bassem, and everyone take care.